Marcia Sterling filed a complaint on behalf of Albert Hernandez against Mike Hill and Kellerman Home Improvement. The law firm of Campbell and Klein, which represents Integrity Insurance Company and Kellerman Home Improvement, filed an answer to that complaint on behalf of Mike Hill and his employer. In this scene, the lawyers of Campbell and Klein are preparing Mike for his upcoming deposition.
Hi, Mike.
Hi there, Steven.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, too.
All right.
Okay, so we are here today to get you prepared for your deposition. Now, you may be nervous. It's natural. Everyone gets nervous. A deposition puts you in an unusual situation where you're answering questions in front of a bunch of people, listening to your every word. There's a court reporter there, preserving it all for posterity. It's even being videotaped. Who wouldn't be nervous? But we are going to prepare you for your deposition. When we are done here today, you will be ready. You'll know exactly what to expect, and you'll understand the process, and you'll be prepared to be an effective witness. Any questions so far?
No questions yet, thanks.
Okay. Justine here will go over the basics like timing, location, what to wear, etc. But I would like to start by reviewing your testimony with you.
Okay.
Now, as we stated last week, we talked about how Mr. Hernandez is suing you and your employer, Keller Home Improvement, due to a car accident. At the deposition, you will be asked to explain exactly what happened at the time of the accident.
Right, got it.
Okay. First, there are some basic rules that we should apply. First, answer directly and narrowly. Don't volunteer any information. You don't have to explain unless and until you are asked to explain. Answer only the question asked. Don't help the opposition. Keep it simple. Don't give them anything for free. Just answer the question. Okay, do you understand these rules?
Yes.
Great. I am going to pretend to be opposing counsel and ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Mr. Hill, can you please tell me where you were driving right before the collision that is the subject of our lawsuit?
Yes, I was driving east on the I-40.
And can you tell me the driving conditions?
Well, the driving conditions were fine until a piece of cement or something like that flew out from the truck in front of me and landed right in front of mine.
Did it hit your car?
No, but...
Mike, remember, only answer the question asked.
Okay, right, sorry.
What did you do after the debris fell off the truck in front of you?
Well, I turned on my signal and moved over to the right lane where there was plenty of room.
Remember what you told me last time, that you also feared that you would get hurt, not only the truck. So make sure you mention that too.
Okay, that's right.
Did you do anything other than put your signal on while you moved to the right lane?
Oh yeah, I looked in both my mirrors and made sure I had plenty of room, which I did.
Now, it's unlikely that opposing counsel will bring up the other driver, but if you can mention exactly what you told me last week, which was you saw Mr. Hernandez texting and driving on his phone while speeding, that would be terrific. And if you don't get an opportunity to, no worries, I can ask those questions at trial.
Right, yeah. I mean, look, I'm not 100% sure that he was in fact texting. I just recall he did have his phone in his hand at the time. I mean, what else could he have been doing at the time? Maybe dialing?
Okay, well, we absolutely do not want you to do anything but tell the truth. Mm-hmm. So if all you saw was the phone in his hand, just answer that.
Okay.
Okay, let's get back to the debris that fell onto your lane. Do you have an idea about the approximate size?
Oh, I would say it was about 5 to 6 inches all around.
I have the police report here. The officer states here that it was a piece of broken cement approximately 8 inches by 5 inches and 4 inches thick. Now, does that match with what you saw?
Yeah, that sounds right. Can I take some notes?
Yeah, there's pens and pads here. Here we are. Justine will get you a copy of this police report and other documents that you may need before you leave here today. That way you can read them over and be ready for your deposition.
Okay, great.
And believe me, you don't have to worry about anything, but if you're not sure of an answer, it's okay to just say you don't know or you don't recall. Just don't guess.
Okay, right. I definitely don't want to mess up.
Okay, great. Don't worry. You'll be fine. Now, before I turn this over to Justine, we did receive some additional information from the plaintiff in regards to alleged damages. Mr. Hill is seeking damages for his physical injuries, and they're nothing much more than whiplash, property damage to his car rental expenses, lost earnings, and loss of Consortium on behalf of his wife. Mr. Hill is an independent contractor, so it might be hard for him to prove earnings.
What's loss of Consortium?
It's a legal term that generally refers to a spouse's deprivation of normal marital relations. Basically, Mr. Hill is alleging that his wife is being deprived of sexual relations and companionship due to the car accident.
Well, seems pretty excessive, if you ask me. But, I mean, come on, how much money is this guy asking for?
His complaint seeks $1 million.
Are you serious?
Don't worry about it. There is no way that his attorney can prove that much in damages. But if he is successful, he's likely to recover his attorney fees, and those can add up.
Wow. I am so going to get fired for this. What do you think?
I cannot answer that, Mike, but what I can tell you is that I am confident this case will settle before trial and for a lot less than $1 million. Let's just get you focused on this deposition here, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this over to Justine. I will see you next Thursday, 30 minutes before the deposition, okay?
Okay.
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 Thank you, Steven.
Thank you. It's gonna be okay.
All right.
Mike, do you have any questions about what you went over with Steven?
No. No more questions.
Okay. Well, if you think of something later, you can always call or email me. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, now about the deposition. Let's go over where you need to go, when and where we'll meet you before the deposition, and what you should and shouldn't bring.
All right. Sure.
Okay, it's gonna be all right. Now, here's the address.